Hey,
Hi, thank you for
hey,
doing this.
hey, Angel, thanks for having me on. I'm excited to be on a Vertical Film Enthusiast.
Well, I'm excited to have you. I enjoy talking to everybody, getting their stance on everything.
Yeah.
So, a little background on me. Um, I started watching Verticals in 2023. Um, I've seen over 2,500 of them. So I've seen
Wow.
I'm a little
You,
talented in this space.
you, you've seen more than I have.
um, and then I'm a single parent. I'm a Army veteran, and I recently started to submit tapes myself.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome. What region in the country are you based in?
I'm in the East. I'm in North Carolina. So
Okay. Yeah. Awesome.
Georgia's like a 8-ish hour drive, and then um,
Yeah.
New
I,
York
I'm Atlanta
is.
based, so
I was in LA in September.
no, I'm Atlanta based.
Oh, you're Atlanta based. Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
I
So
think,
I'm close to you.
yeah. I mean, I
Yeah.
think it's like an 8-hour drive to Atlanta, so that's not too terrible.
No, not at all. Not at all. And we're definitely doing a lot of vertical work here. So um, I've done 8 of them since 2023.
Okay.
So I did one called Money, Guns, and a Merry Christmas. I don't know if you've heard that, real shorts. Um, I checked it out earlier today. It was at 266 million views, and it's
Oh,
still
wow.
sitting as their number one, and it came out Christmas last year.
Yeah, that's wow.
So, I mean, I had a supporting role in that. Drew Adder. Um, I don't know if you know that name.
I do.
Yeah, yeah. So he was the lead in it. So we worked together on that. That was a really fun time.
He's Atlanta based too, right?
Yeah, yeah, he is. There's there's a little pod of us here in Atlanta. Um, I've played Hanna Kemps' dad probably 4 times across different things. So I've played her dad so much. I'm waiting on a phone call any minute now. Asking for money to go out or something.
Yeah.
I don't.
Like, one day she'll need me as her dad.
Yeah, yeah. So yeah.
So
Who knows?
how did you get into acting? Like, how did you know that that was what you want to do?
Well, I have it's a long journey with some normal life gaps in between the journey. Um, when I was 6-ish, I actually auditioned for the original Roots. I didn't get it, but that's how I like to start my story off about where acting started for me. Um, and then when I was a senior in high school, and I'm going to age myself with this, but in 1988, when I was a senior in high school, I was in a NBC made-for-TV movie called A Father's Homecoming, um, just as a background extra. But they placed me like in a spot in front of the camera where I was there for a week,
Mm-hmm.
and they put me all over the place. Um, so yeah, and then so I was 18, and when I graduated high school, wasn't in the cards for me just to pick my life up and move to LA where everything was. So life, sales career. Um, Fast forward past 25 years of sales, I got burned out. And I quit. Didn't know what I was going to do. But I said, it's not that anymore. And the film business had really started picking up in Atlanta. And I saw on the news or something, they were looking for background extras on the Vampire Diaries. And I said, oh, you know what? I'm going to go do that just to see what a film set looks like 30 years later or whatever. Then I ended up on there for 3 days. And it was really fun. I said, you know what? I guess I'll just keep doing this until I figure my life out and figure out what I'm going to do. And then about a month and a half after that, I auditioned for a co-star role in a local indie feature film, and I got it.
Ooh.
Yeah. So, and that's still on Amazon now. It's called Swatek. It's a basketball film, and I play a small but a pivotal role in it. So, yeah, so that's kind of where it started. And then I started doubling for people on some films. First big film was I doubled for Carl Urban on that. And so I've been doing that for about 10 years now.
Okay.
In the film business. And I've got 32 credits or so of my own across the board, but the verticals really took off for me a couple years ago. There were a couple I did before Money Guns. They were pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
Enjoyed doing them. I didn't know what they were at first. My agent sent me an audition for it, and I did it. And then I got booked on it, and I show up to set, and the cameras turn sideways.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, "What is this? What are we doing?" So honestly, I didn't know it was a vertical at the time until I got there. So I did a couple of them, and I was really using them as time fillers. And then there were just so many of them starting to shoot in Atlanta, and they were getting better,
Mm-hmm.
and the pay was getting better, and there was a legitimacy starting to take place with them. So I love doing them now. I've done 4 this year, so
Okay.
I get excited when I have the auditions come in. Whereas before I was like, all right, I guess I'll do it. Just as a time filler. But now it's like, oh, sweet. Oh, that's a vertical. Nice. Or, oh, I've worked with this producer before. I've worked with this studio before. So, yes, it's been a fun journey. Yeah.
Do you
And,
find it harder, or do you wish that like you got more roles? Because I know I'd spoken with someone who's in New York who said like I asked if it was harder for them to get roles because of it not being, the main location of where they hire actors out of. Is that kind of the same in Atlanta, or is because I think Real Short has a base there.
yeah, Real Short does have a base here. I haven't found it that hard. I mean, I get plenty of auditions for them, and I mean, of the 8 that I've done 4 since March this year. So, yeah. One of them that was really fun was Private Affair on a.
Oh, I haven't seen that one yet. I have it unlocked.
Yeah.
As a veteran, I kind of
My wife's a vet.
wary myself into watching the military ones because find myself being a little too nitpicky.
Right. Well, trust me, my wife was in the Air Force for 7 years, so yeah, she watched it. She nitpicked a little bit, and I said, it's TV. Yeah.
Yeah. And like I know you guys can't do everything 100% correct.
Yeah. It was really fun doing that one though, because I played a general and I actually wore some of her ribbons on my uniform in that. It was like a little tribute to her. So
Aw,
that was really fun.
that's so sweet.
So yeah, so check it out. It's good. And as a matter of fact, I play Hannah's dad in that one.
Yeah, I have it. I have it to where I can watch it. I just haven't. There's so many that come out, and I would try and watch, at least 3 or 4 a day. But it's so hard. And then I do interviews, and then I edit the interviews, and then I post reviews, and I'm trying to keep up with it all.
Yeah. So how did you discover verticals?
Well, do you want the long story or the short story?
I've got all night.
So long story is I had just gotten out of a really abusive marriage.
Uh-huh.
And I kind of I needed something for myself. So of course, the way they work, they just an Instagram ad popped up, and I was like,
And
"What
they
is this?"
and they just grab you and they just
And I was like, "I'm not super like into it," so I kind of brushed it off, and then it kept popping up, and I was like, "You know what? I'll give it a go." Downloaded the app. It was my first app was Real Short, and then I hit the paywall, and I was like, I don't know. I'm not doing this because I don't know what it is.
right.
And that was Casey's first one. Forbidden. I don't remember the name of it. It's an alpha one.
Okay.
Um, and then I was like, okay. So I went and I watched another one, and then I hit that paywall, and I was like, ah. So I hit pay, and now I'm here. I started my review page in April because I was at work and I was bored, and it was
Right.
like 3 a.m. because I was working night shift, and I was like, I'm gonna do a review page because I had done like some short reviews on a couple on my personal page,
Yeah.
and I got some traction, and I was like, maybe people actually want to hear my opinion, so I created my review page, and
I enjoy hearing the opinion.
a lot of
It,
people do, and a lot of the creators do, and I don't know. To
I
me,
follow several of them because the fans are there following it. I read the comments on the post.
mhm.
I see what people are saying. I like to see what their ideas are. I mean, as big as this industry is, I mean, the community's pretty small. I mean, you've heard me throwing names around, here in Atlanta. I mean,
Yeah,
there's a group of us that work together all the time, you know. So
I'm
and,
sure.
yeah, and same directors, and so I enjoy hearing the ideas, and
Mhm.
I can I can I can get them in people's hands or whatever. Somebody has that, just
Yeah, no, I get it. What do you think your hardest role that you've had to do is?
mm, I'm not gonna. I'll tell you the circumstance. I'm not going to tell you which one it was or which role it was because I'm not going to throw anybody under the bus. But
Okay.
I got cast in one and got the script the night before my first day of shooting. Showed up on set first day of shooting and had, I don't know, 19 pages of dialogue to run through. That was pretty difficult. I mean, even though I've done a lot, that was really difficult.
Mhm.
Uh, but it was fun because it was a challenge. So, it was a double-edged sword. But as far as verticals, that was probably the toughest thing I've done.
Okay.
Yeah.
Um, would you ever want to be like a lead? Because I know they do some like, you know,
Yeah. Yeah,
narrating.
absolutely. I've auditioned for a couple of leads. Um, I actually have an audition on my plate right now for a lead in one. But honestly, I'm more the dad, granddad age.
Mm-hmm.
There's not a lot of leads in my age bracket.
Mm-hmm.
And I understand why. I mean, there's an audience. I get it. But
So,
no, 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 I'm perfectly fine with it. Because honestly, it's the same amount of days on set generally or close to it if you have a supporting role. I mean,
mm-hmm.
the roles are just, I mean, they're not quite as big, but they're pretty big. So yeah, of course I want to do a lead someday, but I'm
Mm-hmm.
okay doing the dad and granddad or the CEO or a butler or a general. Those are all played. So
Is there a genre that you haven't done that you'd like to do?
um, I would like to do one that was horror based. I just don't think there's a lot of those out there. I think there's a big hole in the market.
Yeah. And I mean, almost everyone I've talked to agrees. um,
And that's one of the things, when I say I read the comments, I see people's ideas, and that's something they want. And I mean, I've got a friend that is a horror movie writer, and he's probably got several scripts, but he's written them as normal feature films.
mhm.
And I keep calling him and I keep telling him, Greg, got to rewrite this. Well, we got to make this a vertical. Yeah. And he keeps kicking around the idea, but he hadn't pulled the trigger on it yet. But I'm just not a writer. Yeah.
I get that. I took a script writing class for college, and it was very difficult.
Yeah. I'm just not a writer. I enjoy bringing the words to life.
Mm.
Yeah.
I think if they were to implore more horrors, they would get a different like demographic of people watching.
Yeah.
Because right now, don't get me wrong, love the ones that they make now, love the way like it's going.
Yeah.
But then you bring in horror and like pure comedy, you'll get the male side.
Yeah.
And you'll get more guys into it, and the more guys will be like, yes.
100%. But it's just it's still in its infancy here in the United States. And it changes weekly. It changes. And I mean, there is a casting director here in Atlanta, who primarily she focuses on verticals now.
Okay.
Back in the 80s, she cast Miami Vice. I mean,
Wow.
yeah, I mean, she's got, big credits.
Mm-hmm.
She's focused on verticals primarily here, in Atlanta. So
I mean, I get it. Verticals are getting big. I mean,
yeah.
I went to Verticon in September, and it was great. I met a bunch of people. I'm just like, even the other day, I was talking to someone on the phone, and they're like, "So, like, what are you doing later?" And I was like, "Watching Verticals." And they're like, "Oh, you mean like the things that are on like Drama Box and Real Short?" And I was like, "Exactly."
Bingo.
But that was the first time like someone in public had ever been like, "Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about," because it's growing, but at the same time, like, it's not very common to just find somebody in public.
Well, I have a funny story about that. My neighbor, just a couple houses down, texted me out of the blue the other day. She said, I got sucked into these vertical drama things that like Facebook targeted ad. And she said, I just saw you on one. What's going on? Yeah. So it was kind of funny. That yeah, she got roped into it. So
They're very,
and
very
now I do one, I send her the link. I'm like, hey, got another one.
like you could say you know someone famous.
Well, so here's also a fun thing. My wife retired back in May, and she decided, you know what, I want to go do background on some of the films here in town just to see this world you've been living in, and whatever. And so an opportunity came up for her to work background on a vertical that I was in, and they ended up giving her a line, making her a day player. So she made her vertical debut recently.
That's exciting.
So I think she's thinking about looking for more of them. She's not looking for anything big with it, but yeah, we just got headshots done for her, and yeah.
That's so exciting.
It's going to be fun. Yeah. Also wanted to mention that I just started one of those fancy Cameo pages.
Ooh.
If anybody watching this or whatever wants a happy birthday or a shout out or a pep talk or whatever.
Yeah.
Happy Hanukkah, happy holidays. Yeah, look me up on Cameo. It's just Brady Rogers. Yeah.
That's gonna be my promo.
And Instagram. Yeah, Instagram, it's Brady Rogers. ITS Brady Rogers.
Okay.
People ask me what my Instagram is, and I say it's Brady Rogers, and they forget to put the ITS. So I feel like I have to say ITS Brady Rogers. It's Brady Rogers. There's I used to have Brady Rogers on Instagram.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, 10 years. And 2 years ago, 2.5 years ago, I decided to go down the road of getting the blue check verified.
Mm-hmm.
Only because there was another guy in the Pacific Northwest that was a cinematographer who had the name Brady Rogers also. So we cross tagged and stuff, or whatever. And that's kind of a legit reason why you get the blue check verified, to separate that, right? So I went through all the hoops and sent my ID in, matched my profile picture, all that good stuff. And Instagram shut my account down. No explanation, said I violated policy. Couldn't get in touch with anybody. So the more I dug, they finally sent a response back and said they shut it down for impersonating a celebrity. And I said, well, thanks. I've never thought of myself that way, but but
I impersonated myself.
But
cool.
Just a driver's license. So anyway, yeah, so I had to start my Instagram page over, of course, because that one was Brady Rogers. That one got locked out. So now it's Brady Rogers.
Noted.
Yeah.
Is there an actor and an actress that you've seen in space that you want to work with that you haven't yet?
On verticals?
Yeah.
No, I mean I enjoy working with everybody. There's always a new chemistry, no matter who you're with. So I enjoy seeing what happens, with new people. So I like to be surprised.
Maybe I'll see you on set one day.
Bring it. I'm
You
waiting.
could be my dad instead.
I'm waiting. Hey, and my dog, probably shouldn't talk about this, but I'm going to.
I can cut it out if I need to.
No. It'll be fun. When are you going to air it? How long is this going to take?
A week or two.
Okay, cool. So my dog, he just shot a national commercial. He's going to be the star. He's going to be the star for the Puppy Bowl commercials on Animal Planet. He's going to be the coach. So
that's so cute. I love the Puppy Bowl.
my wife's horning in. My dog's horning in. Yeah. So.
See, now you just got to get the dog on a vertical set.
Yeah, he actually had an audition and a callback for Nom Nom dog food, and ended up not getting it. I'm sure that Nom Nom's regretting that. Well, they will be regretting it after they see his performance. He's going to be Oscar nominated for this performance in this commercial.
Oh yeah. Let's see. I always remember what is there a genre or a trope or anything of that world? You know how like there's humiliation and mafia and everything. Is there one that you wouldn't do?
That I wouldn't do?
Yeah.
I just enjoy being in front of the camera. Bring it. Give me the script, tell me who I'm supposed to be, or not even tell me who I'm supposed to be, but tell me who my character is, and turn me loose. I have fun with it all. I don't have a big comedy background. I would like to try more comedy.
Is there a place that you want to film a vertical that you haven't yet? Because they film everywhere now.
LA.
LA?
I have yet to film a vertical in LA.
LA was really nice.
The audition I have a lead for is shooting in LA.
Oh. Yes. Fingers crossed.
Fingers crossed.
But I'm in a group called the Vertical View Crew.
Mm-hmm. And yep, and I follow
All of them?
Yep. And you were talking about Verticon a little while ago.
Mhm.
It's definitely my intention to make it out to Verticon this coming
Next year.
year. So.
I think it'd be interesting. We had, who do we have? We had a lot of people.
Yeah. One of the reasons I want to go out there, my wife's from California. She went to college in the LA area. So, it'd be going back and seeing some of her friends and chance to meet fans and some other people that are in verticals outside of my group.
Mhm. Yeah, I know there's a lot out there. I think 90%. You and Jack Byram, who I just posted his interview yesterday, are the only ones that aren't in LA that I've interviewed.
Yeah. I had a producer reach out to me less than a week ago to shoot something in LA. He didn't realize it was Atlanta based.
Fingers crossed.
Well, he didn't realize it was Atlanta based, so the deal fell through because just money negotiations and things of that sort. So, but it felt nice that a producer out in LA just randomly reached out to me.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully there's more of that to come. I know that, like I said, I know that my agent, I mean, she gives me vertical auditions constantly.
That's good. I'm glad to hear that.
Yeah.
I enjoy supporting you guys and just knowing like you guys are getting roles. And if my interviews do anything to help, then I'm like, bring it.
Yeah. I mean, I like doing this because I like to interact with the fans, and it's another avenue. So y'all follow me on Instagram because I do some BTS stuff and I post clips and post articles and talk about things and repost some of y'all stuff.
Yes.
So so y'all follow me on Instagram.
Is there a role that you did that didn't get didn't get enough attention, or that you wish got more attention?
I played a butler in one, and the butler was a supporting role, but it didn't have a name, just butler. And I think maybe it got overshadowed a little bit because it was just butler.
Mm-hmm.
Wasn't like thieves or something, right? So, but that was a super fun character. It's here, it's getting bigger. Sure, the platform was tried before with Mobisodes and Quibi and those things, but that we weren't in an age yet where everybody lived on their phone. So it was just kind of this neat little thing that you could do on your phone. It wasn't, people live on their phones now. So, yeah. So I think it's here and it's not going anywhere. It's only going to get bigger. It is definitely a new format and a new avenue. I mean, some of the big guys are invested in it. Kim Kardashian just invested in an app.
Okay.
Yeah.
I know Disney invested in Drumbox.
So I also hear that Netflix is going to be doing a verticals division. They basically have a verticals button on their phone app where verticals, through Netflix. So when companies that are that big and that powerful in the business start taking notice and feeling like they need to slice the pie, that tells me that they're really moving that direction. So, yeah.
So, well, I'm going to do some rapid fire really quick.
Okay.
It's kind of fun, get to know you questions. What's your favorite color?
Blue.
What shade of blue?
That shade right there.
Do you have a favorite song or a song that you put on repeat often?
Man, I am super into music. If I could flip the camera around right here, you would see about 250 vinyls, and an old original Technics turntable, and my speaker system. So I'm really into music. I like to go through vinyl and find a band or music that fits the mentality of my characters when I'm getting ready to shoot an audition, and especially when I'm developing a character for something that I've booked. So, yeah. So it's hard to pinpoint one song or one artist. Yeah. I dig big time. Yeah.
What is your favorite thing to drink?
Ooh, bourbon. I'm a Southern guy.
Okay.
Yeah. Yep. I'm a Woodford Reserve bourbon guy. Yeah.
I don't think I've had that one yet.
You should try.
Favorite place to visit or vacation?
Ooh. I've been to a lot of places, and I try not to go to the same place twice. My wife and I take a couple trips a year. Usually in the wintertime, we go somewhere warm. In the summertime, we do something else. I think every time I get back from somewhere, it becomes my favorite place.
Okay.
So, but this year we went to Colombia, Colombia. Went to Medellin, because I like coffee. I drink like 8 pots a day. I drink coffee like it's water. Not really 8 pots a day, but so we went to Medellin this past spring, and went on some coffee tours, and rode ATVs on one of Pablo Escobar's old properties. So that was on like all these little secret trails and stuff he had. So that was kind of fun. And when we got back from Colombia, that was our favorite place. And then another fun story is in August. August, as part of her, I'm going to do background and check out your world and whatever. She found a casting out of the UK for an adventurous couple in our age group for an 18-day Alaska cruise on an adventure cruise line to do their rebranding. So she sent us in for it, and we got it. So, and the end of July and August, we sailed from Vancouver all the way up the coast, out all the way to the end of the Aleutian Islands to Dutch Harbor, and then up all the way across the Bering Sea to Nome.
Wow.
Yeah. So that, I don't know that I would do that again, but that became a really cool experience. Yeah. We were supposed to go to Jamaica in 2 weeks, where that's not happening. Bless those people. Yeah. So we had to change our trip from there. Jamaica's always fun to go to. I've been there a couple of times. I guess I was really long-winded on that question.
It's all right.
I like to travel.
That's if you were a drink, what drink would you be?
I guess it just have to be a bourbon on the rocks. I mean, that's what I like to drink. And, maybe there's a little bit of that in my blood. But yeah, so yeah, I try other stuff occasionally, but I always come back to the bourbon. So.
What is a quote or a saying that you like to live by?
I don't know. I think that changes a lot too. I think that's like a song of the day type of thing.
Okay. And that's perfectly fine.
I see something in the morning and I'm like, you know what, that really strikes a chord with me. And then, by later that afternoon, it's gone. So, but yeah, I don't necessarily have just one.
Okay.
Yeah.
If you were to give a piece of advice to someone who is trying to get into the vertical space or just acting in general, what would you say?
Classes. Go to acting schools, take classes in every form or fashion. So, everybody, no matter how big of a star they are, how many credits they have or whatever, take classes, training. So, yeah, that's huge. You can never stop doing it. Never stop sharpening the sword. So,
Do you have any questions for me as someone who has seen so many and that reviews them and that just is in the space in a different sense?
no, I mean, I think we chatted about a lot of stuff. So,
We have.
yeah,
It's been a great chat.
yeah. I don't know that I have any questions.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'd like to make sure that like I open it up and let you know.
Absolutely.
You've been like kind of in the space for a while. What is something that you've seen change in the industry since you started?
There's definitely more legitimacy to it. And being that I work on bigger sets, Netflix, Amazon, stuff like that, there are people that have been in that business for a while, long time camera operators and stuff, that are talking about them on these sets. So, yeah, so they're making their way into the business.
Mm-hmm.
They're not just their own little slice. I mean, there's definitely some crossover happening, because normal streaming content filming is down, unfortunately, in the United States currently. So, there's a lot of people in that business out of work, and they've really taken note of this vertical stuff. I've had people ask me, about them, looking for work, people that are groups or people that are lighting techs or anything like that. Yeah. So have you heard about these verticals? What's going on with it? So I'm like, as a matter of fact, I have.
I've been on a few.
I feel like I'm selling something. As a matter of fact, I have. Do you have time to sit down? Let's chat.
Perfect though.
So, yeah, I don't remember where we were going with it. I
I don't either.
About verticals again.
That's all this is. Yeah.
Yeah.
But
here's a little something for the fun for the fans too. I don't know if you can see it on. You probably can't see those pictures real well. I used to be a walker on The Walking Dead, a hero walker on The Walking Dead, and I also doubled for Negan for a season on that. So I got a little tie into the Walking Dead world too. As honestly, a lot of actors in the Atlanta area have a tie-in to The Walking Dead. So
okay.
Yeah.
I think Robert Palmer Watkins was on one of the out branches of it. Otherworld, I think is what it was called.
There's so many offshoots now. Yeah. I honestly, I've only watched a little bit of The Walking Dead. I've watched the episodes I worked on. Is that bad?
No, not at all.
Yeah. I mean, I don't watch a lot of TV or movies, especially when I'm working on bigger films, because I've lived it all day. I've seen it all day. Last thing I want to do when I come home is turn my TV on. So, yeah.
Makes sense.
Yeah. I've seen it take after take after take after take.
That makes sense. Well, I appreciate you coming on.
It's been a blast. It has been an absolute blast. So,
And I mean, if you ever have any questions or anything as well, you're free to reach out. Once again, I think I
Yeah.
reached out to you, so you're free to reach out whenever if you have questions or need anything.
awesome. Awesome. Well, look, thanks for having me on. And yeah, I'm available anytime you need me.
I appreciate it.
Hey, and thanks for being a fan, and thanks for doing what you do, and getting us connected with the fan base.
And thank you for doing what you do. We wouldn't be here without you guys. Like,
Thank you.
you wouldn't be here without us, and we wouldn't be here without you. It's a
100%.
circle.
100%.
I
All right.
appreciate you for coming on, and I hope you have a wonderful night.
Yeah. You too.
Bye.
Next time. Bye.